In this video, I'm going to create this design, which is a 7-pointed design, and it's very interesting because there are 4 wheels that produce a pattern with 7 points: 30, 45, 60, and 75. This design is in the book that comes with the new Spirograph by Cahoots Toys, the original Spirograph, but this design was also in the old book with the old Spirographs from back in the 70s or 80s. Now you can see here that I've got the 4 wheels all picked out and ring number 150 over 105. That means it has 105 teeth on the inside. So I'm just going to do it a little different than in the book. I'm going to use different colors, that's all. I'm going to start with the smallest wheel, number 30. So starting with wheel number 30, I'm going to draw holes number 1, 2, and 3. First, I'm going to make sure I'm lining them up with a mark on the ring, and it can be any mark as long as you use the same one each time. So first I'm going to draw the design in hole number 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to use hole number 2. Now the trick is I have to line it up in the same place with the same mark that hole number 1 was lined up with. So here, 1, 2. This is hole number 2. And then I'm going to use hole number 3 in the same, lined up with the same mark. It's almost a solid color. I'm using Stabilo pens, .88. Fine point pens, it's 0.4, which probably means 0.4 millimeters. One reason I like them is you don't have to press hard. There are many, many, many colors. That's the main reason I like them. So many colors. Now, I'm going to remove ring number 30 and go to the next ring up, ring number 45, and I'm going to use holes number 6, 7, and 8, lining them, starting up in the same place as before. And this is according to the instructions in the guide. So here we go. Number 6. So I've chosen a color that is close to the previous color, but different. So I like these color schemes like this. That's hole number 7, lining hole number 8, up with my mark, and drawing the design. 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to move to the next sized wheel, and the instructions say to use holes 11, 12, 13, and I'm going to use a different color again. So 11, here we go, hole number 11, lining the mark up with the mark on the ring. 1, 2, 3. See how this is it's a different design. It skips over more points to go to the next one. These all produce a 7-pointed design, but in a different way. This color is a dark blue. It turns out the same on your monitor as it does to my eyes. 5, 6, 7. And then finally I'm going to move to the largest of the wheels, which is number 75, and I'm looking for hole number 16. It's right there, 16. And I'm going to line it up there and change colors again. Go for a blue, different color of blue. So I'll draw it 3 times. See how it's kind of a tighter loop. 16. Now line up 17. Again, 7-pointed design, but quite different. And then hole number 18. This is the last hole, so if I don't goof up now, I'm home free. There we go. Now look at that. So that is the design in the book, except with a different choice of colors. Now I'm going to do a different design in the same little booklet that comes with the Spirograph, the new Spirograph. And it's also using the same ring, 150 over 105, and 3 of the same wheels, and again, it's a 7-pointed design. But this time we are going to use holes number 1, number 3, and number 5 on each of 3 wheels, which is different from the other design that I just did, which has us going from holes 1, 2, 3, and then jumping to 6, 7, 8, and then jumping to 11, 12, 13, and then jumping to 16, 17, 18, which separates the patterns from the different holes. This time the lines will all converge at the points. So I'll use some of my colors using my Stabilo markers again. Start with number 30, really starting with the same line as I did before. Notice I'm using the Spiro putty. Even if you have an old Spirograph set, and actually this is my old Super Spirograph that I'm using, it's designed for pins with tiny pinholes there, and you use map pins that used to come with the set, but I like the Spiro putty much better. It doesn't put holes in the paper, and you can pin on anything. You don't need a background. Spiro putty is just poster putty, so if you don't have a new Spirograph set, and if you didn't get the putty, Spiro putty that came with it, just go to the store or look online and buy some poster putty like blue tack. Okay, so I'm going to start with wheel number 30 and line it up with a point on the ring. And I'll just draw the design with hole number 1. Nice 7-pointed design. Then I'm going to skip to hole number 3. And you'll see that when you skip a hole, you see the lines more separately than on the previous design. They're more distinct. They're farther apart. Now hole number 5, here we go. There. So now I'm going to do the same thing with wheel number 45. So I'll take a different color and the same holes. 1, hole number 1, it's the hole on the outside, it makes the largest pattern. Hole number 3, make sure it's lined up, make sure it's, yeah, I'm rocking it back and forth to make sure that it's going to reach the previous design's hole number 3. So this is hole number 3. And now hole number 5. Just like that. Now I'm going to switch colors and switch to wheel number 60. And again, 1, 3, and 5. Make sure I've got it lined up in the right place with hole number 1. 1. Hole number 3. And hole number 5. So there we have a second design with 7 points with some of the same, mostly the same wheels. And see, there's so many different ways to do this, so you can experiment. Now that you've got your 7 your wheels out that draw 7 points, you can try some different things. So that's a little lesson from SpirographicArt.com. So check out the website for lots more tips and tricks about using Spirograph and other similar toys.